Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is TG here, back with another video. I know it's been about 5 months. Again, it has been crazy busy with life, work, and all of that good stuff. But I am going to be trying to make videos again and trying to get back on a schedule. I just actually got a new job. I will be moving to Pennsylvania in a couple of days and being a assistant college coach there for tennis. So that's awesome. Very excited for that. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the current state of the market because obviously it has been a very volatile year for a lot of people, including myself. The SPY was down about 18%, and then it recovered, huge, almost 15% in like the course of a month from, the end of June when it bottomed to mid-August, almost like 2 months, month and a half of just pure rallying. And now we've seen a little bit of a pullback, this week. And, this is after the famous Michael Burry sold out of all of his positions, just sold out of 100% of all of his positions except for one stock called Geo Stock, which is a privatized mental health facilities and privatized prisons. He only owns that one stock. So he sold out of all that. And on top of that, hedge funds as well are sitting on a record level of bearish bets as well. So they think that this massive rally we had in the past month where SPY just went up like crazy, these last couple of weeks from being at about 365 all the way up to like 430, they thought it was too much, bouncing 17% off its 52-week low. And, they're betting massively on it, net short positions of $107 billion. So they're very, very bearish on the S&P 500 and thinks it can fall more. I agree as well. I actually sold out of all of my positions, and I'm basically just holding cash right now. I do think there's going to be a bit of a pullback, and I kind of want to see SPY under 400. I would love to see under SPY 400 and then sell some puts for like a 390 or something like that. I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't know if we'll retest lows, but obviously there's a lot of bearish sentiment on it. Famous investors like Burry selling out of 100% of his stuff. The hedge funds are betting massively against the S&P 500, and so it just looks like it could end up being one of these bear market rallies where it rallies super, super hard and then ends up crashing back down again. So that could be, we saw a lot of those rallies during the 2008 where, the market would go up big and then it would come back down hard. Like people didn't really realize how much things would fall. They would go up, go down, and then rally, and then, end up really cratering, 60 something percent in like the 2008 crash. So, obviously over the long term, stocks go up if you buy the S&P and you hold quality, but, it could be a bit of a journey for a lot of stocks. So it's interesting to see that like these hedge funds really betting against the S&P while it's rallying so much. We're seeing over 430 at one point. The high is around 470, 480 on SPY, and it's pulled back obviously significantly since. So will it continue? I don't know. I'm staying cash. The inflation numbers, while they weren't as bad as we thought, they were still bad. I think there's definitely some issues as well. Obviously, you have China, potential stocks delisting. BABA, classic, always live in the heart. Potential delisting. Actually, stock was up today, but again, that stock's been struggling the past year as well. And it could be delisted soon, as the New York Stock Exchange president said. So, it's going to be a wild, wild ride. We'll just have to see what happens, but I'm just staying cash right now. I've cashed out of basically everything. This is not my account, by the way. This is my little Robinhood account that I made in the summer to try to make it some money, and we ended up making a little bit of the losses back. But I definitely think that this is a unique time, and we could potentially have a big pullback. And if we do have that big pullback, it can again present a great opportunity to long the SPY or even long QQQ as well, depending, because that typically falls much, much harder than the SPY. As you can see, it's down 14% for the year rather than the SPY's 7%. And at one point, this thing was down around 33% from complete lows, from the top when it was up 10% to then being down 26%, about 36% swing. So, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Again, QQ really rallied hard in the past, month or so. And now it's pulled back a little bit, and we're going to see if we're going to be testing, those lows that we had, around 271. I don't know if we'll go all the way that low, but it's definitely a possibility, and it's something that I'm not willing to take that risk of, especially with moving and everything, and a lot of expenses coming up, buying a car and everything. So it's something I don't want to take a risk on, so I'm just not going to be in the market right now. I think that there will be a pullback, and again, if I see QQQ, in the 280s or so, I would love to pounce on that, because I think that'll be a great opportunity. Sell a bunch of 280 puts, 275 puts for the long term. I think you can't go wrong with that. Same as SPY. I would love to see SPY drop under 400, and then I can sell some 390 puts for the long term. But again, it's, SPY is pretty safe, and, it doesn't have that much volatility. Today was obviously a big down day. 2% in the SPY is a lot. So again, we'll see how everything plays out and what happens, but I think it should be okay. But again, I do look at the signs, seeing smart investors like Burry pulling out, seeing the smart money like the hedge funds betting huge against the S&P 500. And again, they talk about how it is a bear market rally. We have these vicious rallies to the upside in some of these bear markets, and we've seen that time and time again this year. We'll have a massive pullback in January, and then it really rallies hard, and then it pulls back again hard, and then, from 416 all the way up to 460, and then back down again hard, and then from 380s all the way back up to, 420. We've seen this a couple of times, and, you're wondering, is this one of those times where we really rally hard and then pull back again because we are in a bear market? So, again, we'll see how everything plays out, but that's what I'm doing for now. I'm staying cash and, seeing what happens. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Let me know your thoughts on, just the current state of the market. Obviously there's been the ape stocks that have been going crazy. So yeah, just a lot going on right now. So I'll keep you guys updated on stuff, try to make videos more often. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for everything. Hopefully this will be the start of many more videos to come and the return of TG investing. So yeah, guys, enjoy your day. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you next video. Take it easy. Goodbye.